All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our live session for today. يا أهلا وسهلا فيكم جميعا. أنا هون اليوم مع the one and only فاطمة. And say hi, Fatima.
Hi, hello everyone. How's everything going?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope this live streaming is going to be an eye-opener on a very hot topic. So let's kick off and let's introduce the topic.
Okay.
First, how is everything going with you, Ahmad?
Well, so far so good. Apart from whining from the hot weather, always this is my thing. Other than that, everything is okay. Thank God, alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
How about you, though?
I totally agree about staying home is just really frustrating during hot weather. It's unbearable outside, so we're trying to cope with the conditions and overcome summer hurdle. Hopefully, we're gonna do this. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm so excited about today's topic. As you know, most learners think they need more grammar, but they probably need more vocabulary. It's very well if you're learning more and more each day, but guess what's gonna happen if they're not recycled, if they're not reused? The truth is you're going to lose them. You're going to lose all the words you have learned if you don't do what we're gonna tell you about today. So I will join today to discuss this topic with Ahmad, and who's an expert in teaching English. He's a TESOL certified teacher. I also should introduce my expertise. I'm a self-certified teacher and have been teaching for a while, more than a decade, actually. So basically, this is what we're gonna discuss today. So let's proceed, Ahmad, with the first point.
All right. So before we get into the business, let's just give the people just a few minutes to be able to join us, and we will dive right in. Okay.
I wish we could play music while reading.
Honestly,
classic, soft music.
We do. We can. We actually can.
Let's try it.
You know what? I'll just immediately improvise one of my absolute favorite pieces to listen to. By the way, what's your favorite type of music, Fatima?
If I have to choose, I love music in general. I don't have specific genre or type, but I would prefer the classic, especially when I'm practicing yoga. So this would, help me chill out and relax.
That's really cool. I would love to play something, but I am afraid that we're gonna be getting copyright striked. So, nope. Classic. Oh, we have someone who already likes classic. Classic music. Have you ever heard of someone called Ash? It's like ASH. He's one of my favorites for raw music. Have you heard about that one?
Can you play one of his songs?
You know, I'll try to play a part. I don't want to be, like I said, to get our video copyright stroke. So
House of the English is reminding us that he's there. We are welcome. And we're just like waiting for more people to join us. And someone plays violin. Very cool. They love A이스토리아. We love you too. I think this Abdurrahman Baraka, I know you. Yeah, thank you for this is really mutual. We love you too, Abdurrahman. Someone is requesting One Day song.
Oh, play violin. That's nice. I have some friends that play violin. I could never. It sounds like someone, like if I ever try to play it, do you know this feeling when you try to like scratch a raw chalkboard with your fingernails? That's how I would sound like. For real. All right, and I think we can proceed further in this. Okay, so like Fatima was mentioning about the idea of having more grammar or having more vocab. Well, sometimes the problem, like we said already, maybe the lack of vocab. So we would like to introduce you today to two tools that would be very helpful to you in applying the idea of improving my vocabulary, and maybe try to put them in simple sentences. So speaking of simple, there is an idea that we call a simple box. Well, I think the idea is self-explanatory. So I think you already understand what I would mean by simple box. So let's say I have many things that I consider a very dear memory to me, or very important things to me. I need something, a container, a place, a reference that I can put these things in, so I can, let's say, preserve them. So this idea is what we call simple box. So simple box is a place I can restore my already saved info in my mind, in order not to forget it, in order to visit it again, and whatnot. We brought to you today a tool. It's called Notion. Now, Notion is a tool that we really thought that would be very useful for you guys, especially when it comes to people that lose track of vocab words that they get in their everyday life, especially if you are still a beginner. Now, let's try to think about this point together. Now, first things first, going to the site of Notion, after, of course, registering, signing up, and whatnot, it's going to be, let's say, a fairly easy process. You are going to see something like this right in front of you. Now, what you see right here is a part of a board that you can have sections in. Now, each section is going to maybe express a specific category or groups of words. Now, this is something that Fatima is going to talk about more. But before we move to that, let's say, for example, I have a sentence that I would like to generate or make. Let's say I have the word country. Yes. I'm going to type in inside my space right here. As you can see in front of you guys, of course, you're going to have an empty space. This is going to be, for example, right.
Ahmad, just sorry for interrupting you. They can't see anything. So let's wait until you show all the slides before we move on.
You have problems with the visuals?
Yeah, they don't show.
Okay, it should be on right now.
Okay. So basically, the idea of the simple box, just to wrap up with the visual that Ahmad will show us, basically is about saving words, okay, and using two ways. Like you should have the words with their like two main things, like translation. You can show the word and the translation in your language, and an example sentence. So these two very necessary, like for each item, for each vocabulary item, you should have one example sentence and one translation to your language. Okay, so this is the idea of the simple box. It could be just something virtual, like a folder, like on your PC, on your phone. You can save it anywhere. And here we are suggesting Notion as a tool, as an AI tool, that Ahmad will show to you now and describe it fully and how to use this tool.
All right. So after, I think now you can see everything on the screen. So yeah, as we were saying, we brought to you a tool that you could put your simple box on as a virtual place, a virtual reference. So like I was saying, this place is called Notion. So when you register and sign up, you will be introduced to this one. Now, as you can see in the front of you here, guys, this space can be a great host for, let's say, vocab and your storage and your bank of vocab. So in front of you, you can see here a sentence. The sentence is, the country is known for its beautiful landscapes and rich cultural heritage. So this sentence, my friends, is generated, made by AI. So how can I actually do that? Basically, you're going to type in write a sentence about country. Write a sentence describing country. Write sentence about, for example, importance of culture in a country and whatnot. And then the AI is going to generate something like this in front of you. So
I have a question, Ahmad. So you
yes.
mean like if I was like out of ideas, I would be able to ask AI to generate my sentences. I don't have to write my own sentences in case I'm right.
You don't have to.
Yeah, great idea.
So weather, food, you name it, cars, movies, whatever, you can just ask the AI to generate a sentence, like you can see right here in front of you as well. It says, write a sentence about weather, and it's going to give you something connected to weather. Now, there are 2 tips regarding this that Fatima is going now to introduce you to. So you have the mic now, Fatima. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, so let's proceed. And thank you, Ahmad, for paving the way for our discussion of recycling words. Now, let's explore the simplest ways that are actually some tips that we would suggest today. The first is we ask you to recall the words and say them loudly. So any word you save, whether it's a sentence, it's an example sentence, or whether it's a word with a translation, always say it loudly when you return to the page you have created on that Notion website. So try to say it aloud and try to call out its synonym, its meaning, and even its translation. And the second thing is to classify the words by using colors. You might use colors or create more pages. So you can even use colors if you want to like identify whether the words are of high level or whether they are still hard or still difficult. So you can choose one color for very difficult words and the other color for easier words. So it's dependable. You can improvise, you can do whatever you think is better for you, and you can even classify them. And this is what is going to show to you now by topics. So basically, you can choose a topic and then start to add more words. So, for example, the first topic that comes to my mind is food. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, so there are many words related to food you can add to this page. So basically, that's what I have for the classification and for the color coding and for everything about regarding recycling. And now I believe I'm about to introduce the practice part.
All right, so let's try to have a small challenge regarding the classification part. Okay, now I would like you guys to choose some like, let's say groups of words, or like, I'll give you an example. If I say banana and if I say strawberry and cherry, all of these belong to one group, which is fruit. So I would like you right now, guys, to group 2 or 3 words from the list right in front of you here. And fun fact, by the way, this is from level 2 in head words of Aistoria's application. So put them in one group and try to tell us in the comments what is the name of their group. So,
do you mean, Ahmad, that they have to name the whole words belong to one group, or each 2 or 3? Because I can see like we need to group each 2 words or 3 words, right?
That's true. So they have a list, and they can choose 2 or 3 from this list and put them in a classification naming. So let's try to give them an example, shall we?
Okay, we can do it.
All right. Well, I have the word bank and hotel. This would be in my own practices. If I use Notion and I want to remember the word bank and the word hotel, I would put it under the classification of places. So bank and hotel, 2 together, places.
I would add
Now,
1 more word to your group.
Which one?
Maybe the court.
Maybe.
Which means المحكمة. Yeah, so we still have, I think the concert is not actually a place, but
it's something else.
It's going on in a place. It's performed in a place.
Yeah. That's true.
It's linked in a way or another.
So let's try to see. Let's give people the chance. You guys have like 2 to 3 minutes. Try to group some words together and put them to us in the chat to see what you can classify them in. Let's go. Oh, ABD is here. Hey, ABD, what's up? TikTok goes the clock. Exile. This word reminds me of a game that I really love. I'm not going to mention its name though. I think hardcore gamers are going to know what I'm talking about when I mention the Blades of Exile. Have you ever been a gamer, Fatima?
Yeah, I used to play, but this is like since long time ago.
Happened,
like
huh?
I shouldn't tell you which year exactly because it shows
how long it has been, huh?
I can say it's during the 90s.
Oh, geez. But you know, that was the golden time for gaming,
right?
In my opinion. I love that time.
Absolutely. Like we missed the word harbor, which also refers to a place, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. What happens in the harbor?
What happens?
It's near a very dear place to me, which is the sea.
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
Which I need right now.
Maybe after this streaming, you can go and have fun there.
Hopefully.
I believe maybe it's a bit like maybe this task could be difficult. I don't know. We didn't receive answer. Okay, we just got one answer.
Okay, ABD. Venture and explore.
Yeah,
Travel.
that's relevant.
Nice. Very good. Explore and adventure. Anything else? I don't think so.
So
That's
this
good.
is
Very good.
how you're gonna classify them. The topic could be adventure, and then you start like adding words to this topic, and you keep it on Notion, as we mentioned before. Basically, that would be it. Like, this is how you're gonna improve your recycling practice.
So
Yeah.
to try and just quickly scrutinate through this. Now, a simple box is basically a place that you could go back to when you want to remember your vocab. So it goes by having either translation or an example sentence, or both. You can do it on a notebook or virtually. We chose Notion for you guys to show you that you can do it virtually using AI, as you saw during the steps. And we have something else for you as well that would be of a great help that Fatima now is going to speak about. So go ahead, Fatima. Tell us our second gift for our viewers today.
Yeah, I would always recommend that the production part of vocabulary is so essential. It's very important. So try to make a story. And how to do this is simply by choosing a group of 6 or more words to practice speaking. And I know, like, some of you would say, we don't have a study buddy, we don't have someone to speak with, people are not native speakers. So it's simply, you can choose one of the tools that we will suggest today. It's an AI tool. It's called Pi. So guys, please try this. We have had many learners who successfully use this tool for speaking. And how to integrate Aeistoria vocabulary for each level is simply, you can simply give the words to Pi and ask Pi to suggest a story when you're stuck. But we also prefer that you would produce the story. And if you couldn't, like, you can just simply ask for assistance. And after Pi suggests the story or makes a story, you can simply ask this AI so many questions and have a discussion, and it would reply to you, and it would be really amazing. Trust me,
what I
making
love
stories
about this one?
Yeah.
It's like when I actually tried this, like when I tried to ask it about, like, made a conversation about hobbies or whatever. One of them was music. Like I said, let's make a conversation about music. It started asking me questions, like as if I was actually talking to a person. It was like, why do you like this type of music? What is your favorite type of music? I really felt like I am talking to an actual person, especially the voice. It was not robotic or anything.
It's the best tool, I would confirm, out there. This was also confirmed by many learners who are currently using this AI for speaking and practicing.
True. So with this, my friends, you can we're going to wrap up right here. Don't forget, this is called Pi AI. So you can Google it, and it's going to be the first results, I believe, that you will run into. However, all in all, my friends, don't forget that the idea of vocabulary building is a long process that is enjoyable. So I would like you guys to enjoy. This is very important. And don't forget to document your learning experience. If you learn any word that you feel you will use many times and you might forget, use your simple box. And of course, like we always do, I would like to give you guys the space to ask us any question that is related to our topic, or maybe a difficulty that you face during learning English, and we will be happily answering you in a heartbeat. So let's give it some time. Yes, Fatima. Let's give the people some time. If they have any questions, please.
Yeah, definitely. We are here to answer any of your concerns. Please tell us what you need. I should also remind you that you will get these tools and much more in the upcoming events we'll be hosting. You will be really enjoying so many upcoming sessions about how to improve different skills in English.
And let's not forget that a huge part of our tools and knowledge is always passed through our meetings that we have with our learners in our care sessions. It is something that I really enjoy. You know, seeing the improvement of people personally is just amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And we're trying to help as many people as possible. You're all welcome to join these meetings that will take place weekly. And we're ready to listen to you now. Like, what do you suggest? What do you want to ask? What do you want to speak about? We're here today to listen.
Absolutely. All right. So, any questions, any concerns before we wrap it up?
Like everything's just going fine with them. So.
All right. So, sadly, but not finally, it's not going to be our last time that we meet, but sadly we have to wrap up our live session today. It's always a pleasure. It's always nice to have you guys and talk to you, and of course pass some knowledge and see what you guys got to share with us. And of course, if you got any concerns, because we're always here. And don't forget, if you don't use it, you will lose it. So always use your vocab, use your information, and go back to them all the time. Am I right?
I also hope that people who watch this meeting, this public session, would send us their feedback if they have tried this method. We would love to hear your impressions and whether you have really gotten some benefits from trying this method. So please update us on what's going on, and let us know if you have more suggestions or more maybe tools to share with others. You're always welcome to join more of our live streamings, and follow up with us, with Ahmad and I. Thank you so much as well. I wanna really thank you for being present. We had a question. If you would like to answer, Ahmad.
What should I do so I don't forget the new words? Watch the live from the beginning.
I think Abdullah missed the first part.
Yeah.
So we suggest you rewatch it from the beginning. It will give you a practical solution of this problem, this annoying problem of forgetting words. So every time I learn, I would end up losing the word. It disappears. It just vanishes from my mind when I need to speak or to write. So we suggest you rewatch this public session from the first beginning. Thank you, Ahmad, for your presence. You always have an impactful presence in those live streamings. And I hope we have changed your ideas and maybe gave you some push to keep going with learning vocabulary, hopefully.
Thank you so much. Have a nice night and catch you in our next live session. Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.